Hey everybody, my name is Levi Wright and I serve as the Assistant Director of Prospective Student Services here at OSUIT, and we're so glad that you are joining us live today, and we're excited to go through a virtual tour of our Western Equipment Dealers Association program. So we're here today with our wonderful instructor, and he's going to take us around the shop, let us see what really goes on here in this program. So again, thank you for joining us. If you have any questions during the live tour, please make sure to comment those so that we can address those while we're here. Or if you have questions and you're seeing this later on, make sure to go ahead and put those on there and we will get answers back to you as well. If you have family or friends that you think would be interested or benefit from seeing this, please send them a link, send them this video so that they can join in on this as well. Again, we're glad you're here. If you have any questions, please let us know. I'd like to introduce you to Terry Killman, and he is our instructor, and he's going to take us through our tour.
Hello everybody. Like I said, my name's Terry Killman. I've been at OSUIT for right at 3 years. I've been in the WIDA program for a little over a year. The Western Equipment Group Association, we commonly call it WIDA, so we can not have to write out that big long word anymore. Anyway, what the program's all about is we will train you on different tractors, different brands of tractors, different construction equipment. We're not brand specific. We don't key to just one particular brand like John Deere or Kubota. We teach you a good basic overview of all components for working on the equipment. The way the system's set up, the way our classes are set up is it's a tri-semester. It's a 2-year program, so your first year you do 3 semesters, and your second year you'll do the next 3 semesters. It's a sponsored program, so you actually have to have a job at a dealership, which if you don't have a dealership that you know that will sponsor you, we can help you find one in your area. We have a list of dealers that are in the WIDA Association, which is another thing, that the dealership needs to be part of WIDA before you can be accepted as a student. Kind of a short overview of how the classes go is you'll have your first semester, you do a basic safety class and tool identification, that kind of thing. We'll do a maintenance class and pre-delivery class, and then we'll do a basic GPS class. So we'll teach you how GPS actually works, how the satellites work in conjunction with ground equipment, so you'll have a good overview of how GPS works. Then we go into basic hydraulics, basic electrical. Your second time back, then we'll go into more advanced hydraulics, equipment electrical. That kind of runs out your first year. Your first class, when you come back your second year, is you'll do an engines class. Then you'll go out on your internship, you'll come back and you'll do a transmissions class, and what else do we do? Transmissions. I just drew a blank again. Anyway, you go back and you come back, and at the end of the classes, your last semester, we do a advanced hydraulics class, or advanced GPS class, which gets in your precision measurement, your precision ag, that kind of thing. If you look over here, we had transmissions out. That was the last class we were supposed to do before the coronavirus kind of shut us down. But as you can see, we have transmissions here, and in the transmission class, you'll take one down, see how everything works, all the gears, all the planetary gear sets, and how things go together, and we put it back together. You take it apart, put it back together. We do a lot of hands-on in this class. So we'll talk about it in the classroom, then we'll come out and we'll do it. And as I mentioned before, we have several different brands of tractors here. We also do some construction equipment. We don't have any right here right now, but we also do construction equipment. But you'll see we have a John Deere tractor, a Kubota tractor, a New Holland tractor. We also have a Mahindra and another New Holland, but we don't particularly we don't teach you much on specific to that brand, but what we do teach you is a good basic foundation so you'll be able to work on those brands. It's up to the dealership that you're working at to go into the specifics of each tractor, of each piece of equipment that you're going to be working on. What you guys see right here, this is actually a zero-turn mower. We use this in our hydraulics class, because if you look at this is the guts of a ZTR. But you have a hydraulic motor, you have hydraulic pumps, so we use this to help explain how hydraulics works, how the different components work together. And it's real easy to get to, really easy to see. Here's one of our tractors from John Deere. We just got this one in. The companies who are really good with us, they keep updating the equipment for us, so we always have something that's new and prevalent to what you guys are going to be working on. It's new equipment that you'll be looking at and going through, so whenever you go back to your shop during your internship, you'll have an idea of the newer equipment. I mentioned on the GPS side, we do the basic GPS class, we do the advanced GPS class, the one with the precision ag. This unit right here is a hybrid. It's set up as a precision ag unit. It's a spray unit that will actually drive itself, and the sprayer will turn on and turn off and not overspray an area. So it's something that's unique to OSU IT. And we use it a lot during that final GPS class. If you look over here around the corner, see all these engines stacked up here. These are engines that we use on our engine class. Whenever we're doing our engine class, you will take that engine, we run it, you'll tear it apart, you'll take it completely down and measure it out, make sure all the bearings and everything are right, put it back together, and you'll run it. That's what we do in the engines class. We teach you about the engine, then you'll tear it apart and put it back together again. We have several other engines that we have in here that we use at different points. We don't have the parts for a lot of these engines, so we'll take them apart and kind of look at things, but they're not runners. We're not going to run them. Whenever you start the program, we also have a student program. If you're worried about tools, we have a student program with Snap-on, or basically all large tool manufacturers have a student program. We have a Snap-on person and a Matco person that will come to the school once a week, so you can acquire tools. Usually you get a really good discount on the tools, usually around 50 to 70% off your tools. So it's a really good deal to get into, and you can also get a good toolbox from them cheap also. Is there another question that's come in?
Yes, so we had someone wanted to know, in this time of, the loss of jobs and what's going on in the society right now, what does financial security in this industry look like for students that would come through this program? Okay,
most of my students, actually all my students right now, I have two groups. They're all out working. That's the tractor industry, the equipment industry is one that is necessary. So they're all working right now. Usually when the students are on internship, my students are usually making about $12 to $13 an hour. When they get out, that bumps significantly higher into the $19, $20 an hour range on most of my students. Your sponsor, depending on the sponsor and what they want to do, some sponsors pay for everything for the class. I have a student that his sponsor is paying paying for everything for him. Other sponsors will give you some, will pay for your books or pay for your housing. You pay for the rest. It just kind of depends on the way it's set up. Some sponsors, we have one that will, once you get through the program, you pay for it up front, and then as you're working for them the next 2 years, they give you all that money back. So you pay for it first, and then they'll pay you back for it.
What about any certifications that students need or receive through the program for this industry?
Well, again, we don't specifically go to brands, so we don't have a lot of need for any certifications, but you will get certified for AC. That's the other one with the transmissions. You'll do a AC certification for mobile equipment, and you will receive your card for your AC so you can buy Freon.
When we talk about working in the industry, are there any opportunities for promotion within this industry?
Oh, there's always an opportunity for promotion in this industry. There's a large need for mechanics right now. Most of the mechanics that are working in the shops are getting older, and we have a real need for new mechanics, new blood. And if you have the drive and you have the want, you'll move up pretty quick.
Awesome. Do you have very many out-of-state students that come through this program?
We have several out-of-state students. Actually right now, about 20% of our students are out of state. We have a lot coming from Texas. I have students from northern Missouri. I have students from western Kansas. I have students from Arkansas. So I got several students from out of state.
Awesome. Well, is there anything else you'd like to add before we wrap it up and let the students go on their way?
Well, I can't think of anything right offhand. Is there any questions that came in from the students yet?
We've answered every question we've gotten so far. You did a wonderful job.
Well, if there's any questions, you can always make a comment, and they'll get the information back to me, and I can answer that question for you as soon as it comes in. And as far as that's about as much as I got. So I hope you enjoyed the video. And honestly, guys, if you have any questions, or if you have a family member that has any questions about this program, please contact us. If you don't have a dealer in your area, we can help you find a dealer that's in the Western Equipment Group Association, and we will help you get everything going.
Awesome. Well, again, thank you guys for joining us today as we went through this Western Equipment Dealers Association program. Again, like he said, if you have any questions that you feel weren't answered, please go ahead and put those on. Reach out to us. We want to make sure we get you that information today. So thanks for joining us. Make sure you like and follow the Friends of Pete on social media so that you're able to continue watching these videos and keep up with other programs. Thanks so much. Stay safe, stay true to you, and go Pokes.